Alright, hi guys, let me reset myself. Hi guys, this is Lavender Town's Ghost. Welcome back to a stream. It has been 2 months since I streamed last. We're going to ignore that, and pretend that I actually know what I'm doing with the streaming schedule. Anyway, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Yes, we are in the Moon's Reflection, because this is one of my favorite out-of-bounds glitches, and I will never leave this place. Anyway, we are going to be doing Skirk Story Quest, as you can see by the, Oh, yes, were you talking, Chaska? I'm sorry, did I interrupt you? We're going to be doing Skirk Story Quest, as you can see by the background I have laid out, and then trying to pull for her. We are probably... I'm gonna be realistic with you guys. I don't think... I have more primos than I thought I did. Hi, Salem! Wait, there should be a text-to-speech thing. Why is the text-to-speech thing not working? Oh, that wasn't Chaska talking, that was the text-to-speech talking. Let me make that a little bit louder so I can actually hear it. Hi, Salem.
Skirk's rerunning.
Yes, Skirk and Escoffier. So, you know, two characters who are good on a team. I don't have either of them, and I'm just pulling for Skirk. I'm not pulling for Escoffier, even though I could probably use a cryo support more than a cryo DPS. I just like Skirk. I love Cat Protano, and I love Skirk, so I'm gonna be trying to pull for her. I think I have maybe 30 pulls, and my history is, my pull history is, atrocious. I have zero pity on a 50-50. So unless I get incredibly lucky, I'm probably not going to get her. I really hope you can't hear that.
I have Skirk already, so I could go for Escoffier, but...
I mean, you could always go for her weapon. Or for C1.
I don't play this game.
Ah, fair. Yeah, I'm not going to pull for her weapon. I never pull Hun the weapon banner unless I'm, like, dedicated to getting the weapon. I know I have enough to get it. But anyway, first of all, we are going to actually go to her story quest. Where are the story quests? I forget what the story quests are. There we go, they moved them, that's right. Skirk. Accept quest. Focused experience mode. Cat, do
I
not jump
haven't
up my
lost
desk.
a weapon banner 50-50 ever.
Did you just sneeze on me, Cat? I'm trying to think. I think I've lost it a couple times, I think.
Got every weapon I pulled for.
What is my history on the weapon banner? Okay, I got Blood-Soaked Ruins. I got Flynn's weapon. I won that, but was that on a 50-50? Oh, no record. I think I only have, if I remember correctly, I only have 2 weapon banner weapons. Yeah, I've only pulled, because Elegy for the End is... No, when did I get Elegy of the End?
Kazuha's weapon Gania Sweep is a wasted pull, though BC it's standard and some other catalyst.
Yeah, I think these... I must have lost... Oh no, these are from Standard Banner. These are from the Standard Banner. Because I pulled Flynn's weapon recently. I forget when I got Elegy for the End. Was this Tartaglia's bow back in the day? I can't remember when I pulled for this. And then I got Staff of Homer for Zhongli because Vortex Vanquisher sucks for him. I hate that Zhongli's signature weapon isn't good for him.
That's his bow yet.
Okay, so yeah, I must have... Because I think Polar Star is the one that people use now for him. But back in the day when I first pulled him back in 2021, I think I must have pulled for that. I forget that, though. I must have... No, maybe I lost to one of these. I wish you could see when you pulled a weapon. Like, you can see when you first pulled a character, but you can't see when you first pulled a weapon. Alright, is this team good? Let me get, like, a better... Cat, no! Oh, you know what? Let me use my generic story team.
I clip all of my pulls.
Yeah, sometimes I do it off stream. Well, this was back in, I started playing back in 2021 in like 1.3. So was I streaming then? I don't remember if I was streaming then. That may have been during my lull. No, that was right after I got out of college. So it was when I was still in my lull of streaming. Alright, we're doing Child because he's like the one character that actually has a relation to Skirk. Cat, what are you doing? I use Paimon.mo now. I back that up every few months and just hope that my browser cache never gets cleared. Because I do like seeing the history of all my polls. I wish I had done it earlier so I could remember them all, because I feel like I had a really insane back-to-back poll. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever even gotten a double. I've gotten really close. I've gotten within like 15... I've gotten like a 5-star within 15 pity. But I don't think I've ever gotten an actual double. I'm fingers crossed that when I pull for Skirk, whenever I finish her story quest, that I get a double. Because, listen, even if I lose the 50-50 and then get her, that's fine. Because I'm not expecting to win my 50-50 again.
Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
I need to talk to Baiju. Oh, nope. Okay, I must go around. Oh, there's the back room. Hi, Baiju. Why is...
Traveler, Paimon,
Huh?
welcome.
Why is she unvoiced?
What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink.
Wait, when did...
And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think
Why
it
is
is?
Shensheng
Is he sick?
unvoiced? I'm not gonna try and do her voice.
Very
I mean, I guess this did come
peculiar.
out during
In all the
the
time
voice
we've
actor
been
strike, but I
acquainted, this is
thought
the first time you've
her
come to me
voice
with
actor
a
came
health
back.
complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
I mean, I know it took them a while to even paralogism isn't fully voiced
Okay.
yet.
Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good.
So this
Eyes
takes...
are
I'm trying to
clear,
remember. So this obviously takes
breathing
place
is
after
steady,
Fontaine.
pulse is strong. Physically, you
I forget
appear to be
when
in good
this
condition,
takes place
traveler.
storyline-wise.
In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment. In the
I could try and do her
meantime,
voice, but I
Chang
don't
will
want to. I
review
know I'm
the
gonna mess it
relevant
up.
Literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Eepy. I eepy. I sleep now. You know, nothing bad happens when you see weird floating abyss particles. Ooh, fun. I wish they voiced the inner thoughts. Oh. Searchology's here. What? I don't know if this is Searchology. Why is someone stealing parts of our soul?
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep?
I love Paimon.
Alright, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Paimon, I would die for you. If anything bad happens to Paimon, I will cry. Shows my fan is probably shouldn't be pointing towards my microphone. Let me turn that off. What was that? Oh, okay. I'm hoping you can't hear something annoying in the background.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? 'Cause from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning. Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone
Paimon's
tries
actually
to
gonna
mess
fall
with you,
asleep.
Paimon will beat him up.
Oh, I love you, Paimon.
Wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
Oh.
Something is missing.
Oop.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole,
There she
but the
is.
soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you!
Skirk!
Your child's master! Skirk? Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you
I
want
love
my
her
help,
sparkly legs
now's the time to speak up.
and arm.
You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
Hey, they let him talk.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared!
There she goes. God, Cat does such a good job voicing her.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady
Oh,
who
that's
came and sat with us,
right.
remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
That's right, people in Tibet have a hard time remembering Skirk.
You sure? I could have sworn there were
Is
only
it
two
they have
of
a
you
hard
at
time
that
remembering
table.
her, or that she can make them forget her?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple
But she's
dress?
way taller than that.
She ordered a glass of wine!
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so...
Okay, yeah, it's like they have a
Must
hard
just slipped
time
my mind.
remembering her.
In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Oh, random NPC is unvoiced.
Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all.
It's interesting how some
Even
of the
Paimon was
weirdness...
half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real.
Paimon is immune to some of it, but then some of it that she's not.
This whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Like, she clearly remembered Skirk. And there's some other, no, she didn't remember the Samsara. There's some other stuff that she was also immune to. But, like, Dottore's time stop in the latest Archon quest, she wasn't immune to that. teacher. I'm here for more lessons.
Whoa! What are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Strong ways useless in this scenario.
Dodge this.
Did I take off his artifacts?
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Gather.
Alright, you definitely don't have artifacts.
Disappear. Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Death blooms. My time to shine. Ha.
Please don't bleed out and die.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kind of like... Yeah. What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call god remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real?
Paimon.
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Why'd you poke her, Paimon?
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean...
Oh, that's not good.
the stars?
I mean, we know the sky's fake. Do we know the sky's fake at this point?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
So...
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
So, listen, I'm fascinated with Conjuring lore, specifically because of Rivia and the Lindis. Rivia clearly had to have a constellation. All the Sinners probably had constellations. I wonder if the and Dainsliff, because he's going to be playable at some point, has a constellation. I wonder if the Lindis had a constellation.
Stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain.
That's right,
Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, It's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
So forgive me, this could be something that, like, heavy lore enthusiasts probably already figured out or know. But since the sky is fake, and is, I believe, being controlled by the heavenly principles, does that mean that the constellations that are reflected in the false sky are being also controlled by the heavenly principles, and therefore they are in control of everyone's fate? I think that's how it works. I think.
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
Does the Traveler know that the sky is fake at this point?
No one
Mona knows.
All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
That's right, we have a whole training arc with Skirk.
So, you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong.
I love the frozen rift hounds in the background.
We'll take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen
Cat,
consequences.
don't you do it.
We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
So, she can go into
Yeesh.
the
You'd
abyss,
think she'd be a
obviously.
little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So
I
cool.
doubt she'd be able to go into the moon's
Well,
reflection.
Whatever. If that's how it's gonna be,
That
then
was a
she doesn't
specific space
deserve our
Nibelung
friendship.
made.
What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Cat, stop it. No, get your face down from there. God, I really hope that if Revier not even becomes playable, but like we see him again on like slightly better terms, like we're forced to team up or something, I need Paimon to give him the most embarrassing nickname possible.
Ah, Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Alright, I'm going to change to an actual fighting team, because everyone on this team is nearly dead. And by that, I mean Lunar Charged. Zhongli is still almost dead. That's fine. All he has to do is put up a shield. Deploy. Thank you. Official, you get to go into other worlds. Congratulations. Living your life's dream. I really wish I had been playing during Fischl's event. I wanted to see Fischl fight her and herself. Oh.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you.
That's right, she calls him
but
by
when
his
he
real
fell
name,
into
that makes
this
sense.
space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
The Abyss
Now,
is kind of
we
pretty.
just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this
The flowers look kind of similar to the one in the
thief
moon's
who stole that
reflection.
fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. All respect to your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
That was ages ago.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Do we know all the sinners' names at this point? I'm trying to remember if this is before or after Danesuk told us their names. I think so. I think he told us their names at the end of Fontaine? I'm gonna feed the traveler really quick. Here, have some of Zhongli's specialties. And let me give you actual weapons, my boy. Take Durin's sword for now. I need to remember to put that back on Durin. I've just stolen all of your... What do you usually have? Oh yeah, I don't have... Alright, not using Kutching. Alright, you can take all of Kutching's stuff. Cat, stop it! Alright, I guess this is the only thing I don't have. I don't want to take Diona stuff because I actually use Diona. I don't use Aino as much anymore. Okay, there we go.
Ready?
It's weird switching between two outfits.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
I guess
Don't get
technically,
too smart.
child.
In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Paimon! Oh god, there's more. What do you mean out of 900?
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Okay, this one isn't time. Christ, am I actually destroying 900 of these? Okay. Ooh.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
Ah. Oh. Nope, focus on the one in the middle. Hit it, please. I have no stamina.
Wind blade.
will be frozen in time.
My boy Kaya.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
I forgot Nilu's a sword user. Oh, but Kaz was not voiced! They couldn't have just reused his lines? It just occurred to me, we have no Nodcry sword users. Am I stupid? We have Shibai, but she's not
Empty
from
your mind,
Nodcry.
but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah, meanwhile Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Oh, this looks like a different place. What is that? That's so cute. It's like a really chubby Kohenki. Oh. Ugh. It's got little wings.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she
Little
doesn't want
Skirk
to
is
be
so
there.
cute.
But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
I love when they show you a happy moment. You're like, oh, her parents are fully dead. Like, there's no chance they're alive. I'm out. The weather is wonderful today. Oh, more memories.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me.
That's right. She's from...
Could set sail together.
She's not from Tibet,
Explore
right?
every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Because the ship she's talking about isn't like a boat. Isn't she talking about like a spaceship? I feel like I remember something. I know a little bit about her backstory. Ooh, that's pretty. What if I just went in a different direction? Oh, okay, there's a barrier. Because a snowy plain, that could be Bellabog. And oh,
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
oh.
Don't be scared. Help!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Oh, ignore the buzzer. My dryer is done.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this?
We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Who are these bastards?
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long.
That's pretty brutal.
To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
It's pretty brutal for...
Well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
What threat?
Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Ah, my foot. I know there's something to do with the Abyss in Skirk's backstory. But I think it was like her village lived alongside... I think that's what it was. Her village lived alongside the Abyss. And the people...
Dad? Mom?
The purple people we just saw didn't like that.
Skirk! You're alright! Thank heavens!
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let
that's right,
darkness
she has a
claim it.
guitar.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Oof.
Oh, you're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
And we're just gonna ignore her tragic backstory, huh? We're not gonna address that?
Staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, It feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here.
I think even if we are keeping track, things are going weird.
Except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm.
Right, because Teyvat's the
My
light
master, Sertology, is a true expert in that area.
Look at she just name drops him.
He was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
So I feel like that's how if/when any of the Sinners become playable, or even Dainsleif. Well, no, because Dainsleif wouldn't be using abyssal energy. He's using something because we played with him before. But if any of the other Sinners become playable, I feel like they'd use that to like mimic an element. People assume that they're gonna create like a new element, like a void element. I don't know if they will.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
Yeah, the Traveler absorbs it, right?
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace.
I love how we didn't argue. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember if in Fontaine she mentioned that Sertology was her master, her teacher. Did we know that? Because I'm like, we're just not questioning her at all about that.
Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! With the wind!
Bye.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Come on, get your butt over here.
Disappear!
Hi, yes.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
That's the most useful of the Traveler's abilities.
Go! Go!
Time.
Go!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements.
I wonder if
at
that's
will.
going to eventually be a gameplay
It
mechanic.
means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world.
I'm really hoping whatever final fight we get, I'm assuming it gets the Heavenly Principles themselves. Like, we get the ability to switch between the different elements of the Traveler.
So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Wow, if only Hydra was that
Very
useful.
good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
More of Skirk's sad backstory. Actually, no, this is probably when she meets Sartology. The wings look like Nicole's. Is it a Sealy?
What is the secret to power? Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation.
I love how edgy he is.
No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering
Jesus.
of bone. After all, bones can always be reset. Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
Like he showed mercy before?
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, master.
The thing is, Sir Tologi was already a hard, dealt with a fuck ton of shit before the Abyss. So this doesn't surprise me that he's like that after the Abyss. Like, he was born and lived in a prison. And then during his training with Dainsleif, they were in Sumeru, right? And he got punished for something and they cut off, an arm and a leg?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest.
And then we see him
Skirk said to tell
take
you
the
that
Abyss.
she's ready to start the final stage of your training
take the power of the
whenever
Abyss.
you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I like how we're clearly seeing now the difference between Skirk and Sir Tologi. So it's interesting that the only sinner in present time that we know nothing about is Hereafter. I can't pronounce his fucking name.
From your training so far,
Hereafter.
you've gained a better command of the
whatever,
sword
how you the
and
fuck you
more
pronounce his name.
control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. That reminds me. You still don't know what
Dirty
happened to her,
tricks!
do you?
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain.
I like that. The dead don't get to
Strong
complain.
emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. but you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Hit them. Oh, okay, they want you to use your sword. Ugh. Oh god! No.
Water jet!
Get out.
Water jet!
Kill the spikes first. Hello? Did I?
Water jet!
Oh god.
Go! Water jet!
Why is it not aimed towards the things? Oh, yep.
Not bad.
Oh!
Better than I expected.
At the end, I ran into it.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master.
I love the
over your
blobby
physical
form.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
It's like compartmentalization kind of comes to kick you in the butt when you press things down for too long.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
I love the difference between her and Sortology. Oh, chest. Okay, so this is still in Fontaine. me run.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever.
Yeah, certainly did.
Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
So these are more Sertologi's disciples. So isn't he, like, purposely training disciples so he has someone he can fight, like, on equal ground? Or something along those lines?
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Oof, inner thoughts are not good
I have
sometimes.
so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Oh, Alice!
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
So the Abyss reaches out to
Ignore
other,
her existence for
other
too
planets
long,
also.
And there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Ish.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you! Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in, before it gets cold. Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook.
I love how simple Paimon's friendship categories
The
are.
whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
If you give Paimon food, she will love you.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
Beepy Paimon.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Are you really from Tibet?
No! That's so obviously
Okay,
no!
Not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness. Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Tibet. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing
Okay,
through.
so there is a difference between descenders and people who are simply from another world. Because Alice is, I think, from another world. Or she at least travels to other worlds frequently enough, but she isn't a descender.
Several
as far as we
hundred
know.
years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day,
Okay, so she's
I'll
just here
return to the
temporarily.
vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger.
I like how they don't make you press a choice.
For
Like, this
certain
is the
reasons,
traveler
I need
talking,
to
not
bridge
you.
the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Be nice to child.
Well, your last question?
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going
I like
to
how
let
she
him
makes
see you?
herself heals.
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, Let that motivate him to reach his
That's right, so
full
Child is
potential.
technically a sword wielder, but he uses a bow because that's his worst weapon and he wants to make himself better. It makes sense that sword would be his best because Skirk trained him. Those do look like the flowers in the moon's reflection. I mean, it could just be a similar model.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Wake up your companion. It's time to go.
God, Cat's voice acting is so good for Skirk.
And everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Let me...
Just fall.
Oh, nope. I didn't mean to cut you off, Skirk. I'm sorry. God dang it. Let me heal first. You know, because I think we're going to fight someone. Let me pull out my OG 1.3 team. I'll get rid of this one. My awful, awful Lunar Crystallized team.
Need to end a few enemies?
I can't wait any longer.
In
There
the
you go.
name of the Princessin.
This is my OG 1.3 team. Oh, Child, you are also nearly dead. Let's heal you. And then make sure that you have your artifacts. I feel like you might not have your artifacts on you. I think this is the team that I got Purveyor of Punishment with.
I created another.
Thank you. Nope. Okay, I thought, do I not have a full nymph set for you? No, I don't. I need to farm more. That's right. Okay, you do have your stuff. You do have all your stuff. Make sure. Is your gladiator? Okay, these are... Okay, do I have another better set here? I mean, I'm definitely not going to be using Ino. I don't use New Violette that much. I think this was Child's piece that I gave to New Violette. I need to farm Nymph stream more. Go, my 1.3 team. Actually, wait, Zhongli I don't think is on his pieces. That's his. That's his. This one was his. Because I have them built for DPS. It wasn't HP. Did I have him on a straight attack gauntlet? No, that's another HP. I had it locked. Can I filter? No, filter by favorites, please. There's no way to filter by favorites? Where was your attack piece? Because I don't remember what it was. I mean, I think it just... I thought I had him on a straight attack piece. This one? Why is this on Diona? Okay, so I must have switched. So what was your off piece? Okay, no, that's starred. That's starred. It must have been... It would have been a crit damage or a crit rate? What would I have had you on? It wasn't this. I mean, that start... Maybe that was his piece? Unless I had a different feather. No, that's his feather. Maybe, I think it was this one. I think I had him on a crit rate helmet. No, he's already on a crit rate helmet. I thought he had something that... Okay, it had to be this, because he has no watches built for him. I think that's... Okay, that's... Alright, that must be right then. God, I wish you could save loadouts. Oh, well, now I have to wait. Look at this is not like my best battle team. I'm just doing this for nostalgia reasons. So if there's an actual boss fight, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
If we fight the whale again, I might be in trouble.
That means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
She says as I don't have the traveler on my team. Oh, domain. doesn't give me anything recommended, so... Oh, okay. Why? Why do they always give you Hydro Traveler?
Bombs away!
Mine to wield.
I forget how to play Skirk.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Huh?
Water jet!
Mine to wield. Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house.
That's not what I wanted.
Let's press on.
Go!
Give me my orbs. This looks a bit more like a boss arena. Alright, what are we fighting?
Looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his
Oh,
hiding
Skirk's
place?
in her different outfit now.
Ugh! This fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler.
I don't know,
The
is she just
missing
like that
part of
because
your
I changed her
soul should
form,
be
or is that how
nearby.
she normally is in
Can
this
you sense
cutscene?
where it is? Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Paimon's like, nope. Oh god. Oh, cutscene time.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
I love her little mermaid tail.
You alright? That thing was...
I love the Traveler's expression there.
There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Gwali Plains. You asked me why this enemy chose you as his target.
Wait, is that a different design than her other ones?
Clear. It's not
Does she have
just the
3
fact
different
that
designs?
your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage.
She had a longer
Once
skirt
I
on
realized
before.
what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope.
Cope.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
The triangles on top of his head are the same from Nod
Those
Cry.
obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
I think that's just a reused
Keep
asset,
calm
though.
and use reason to decide the best course of action.
That's the best way to show fragmentation. I don't think this is Rotwag.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Well, let's go. Jesus.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Nope.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Oh god! I can't run.
This guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal.
Oh god, no!
Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Back to... Oh, I can just talk to her now.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
He's so much taller than her! Master. Master, please answer my questions.
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready.
Yeah, how's the shoulder?
Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me. Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Teyvat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
Interesting.
Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Mint.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Huh. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss.
Don't be mean to
I wouldn't be
Paimon.
surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now.
It's still confusing that my name is Lavender and their nickname is Lavender.
What do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Ah, whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Quiet.
Is she having a nightmare?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Oh, time passing.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%, maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Oh, and now her outfit's different again.
No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Wait for 2 days. Oh no. I thought it was gonna make me actually move the clock 2 days. This looks like it's inside of a teapot.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
What is that thing? Is that part of Skirk?
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this.
So is this like a manifestation of Skirk as a child?
I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place? Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But, as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything. I've always thought that Even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet.
This is her seeing when
Like
the stuff we left
meteors,
Paimon and realizing we're not from her world.
both made a journey through the stars.
We're not from this world.
Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever. Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
That's such a cool effect.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
So, his whole thing is raising disciples, teaching disciples to become strong, to go live their lives, solely so he can then threaten those lives so that they will fight him. Everything is wrong with him. It's amazing.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Everything is wrong with Sertologi. I love it. I love a character, everything is wrong with them.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
Can all the sinners shapeshift then?
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
He does it just because he's a bastard.
Little secret. The real Sirology is terrifying.
Yeah.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Alright, give me 2 seconds. I gotta go grab food real quick, because I am very hungry. I'm just gonna grab a quick snack. 2 seconds. Nope, that's the wrong... That's not the text. No. 1 second. Let me paste. Copy. Paste. There. Nope. Properties. There we go. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. So it's interesting how the two centers that we know the most about now is Sertology and Rerir. And how vastly different their goals are. Well, the thing is, Rerir is kind of different than the other 4 centers. Because we don't know how much the others were already affected by the Abyss. Baby Skirk.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time.
Oh, the guitar.
I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, All she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today. We're nearly there.
I wonder why
I
Sirtology...
almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Why he didn't try to fight anyone into that? Did he not think they were worth it? Like the gods, even the heavenly principles. But hello. Because, I mean, at this point, he's far out past Dainsliff. Or does he just not want to remember?
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light.
She's so happy.
When song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality.
So her planet probably didn't have spacefaring capabilities, but they were visited by others. This wasn't the first time.
Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her.
Is that part of her outfit? Or does she have a very tiny wing? I can't tell if that is like a shadow right there. Or I think that's a shadow. Or if that's part of her clothing. Because it's definitely not part of her hair.
Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning.
Also, her pupils aren't slit right now. They're still normal. This is before she gets the slit pupils.
Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running, until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth.
Who
no
voices this? Is this also Cat or is this someone else?
Was happening. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head.
Oh, so it wasn't even that they were...
The army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
So it wasn't even that her people lived, like, coexist with the Abyss or anything. There was just the potential for them to be dangerous.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
I don't mean to relate everything back to Conria and Rerir, but, I mean, that is also very applicable to Rerir, of being told, hey, this is what's good, this is what's evil, this is how you're raised.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments.
I wonder if we'll ever get to see, like, do we ever see anyone else's inner worlds?
The story. This is as far as we can
I'm
go.
trying to think if we have.
Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind. Stifled by reason.
Yeah, her eyes are different.
All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
The thing is, I don't think, her people welcoming the merchant ship doomed them, because if they had been cold and hostile, I guess it's the fact that they welcomed them and then they were able to explore the planet. But if they already had that much of a hair trigger, them being rejected, they would be like, oh, clearly they're hiding something, and then they would have found it out anyway.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
No.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength,
they're moving.
Grows more polluted by the day.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that.
She does have wings.
Here would be the right choice.
Skirk does have wings. She has little wings. Like, it might be just the one wing, but that is like a little. That's not part of her clothing. That's cool. I like that. I wish they gave more like inhuman characters, or I guess technically they're human from another place, but like non-Teyvat native humans more like identifying stuff.
To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over
I guess that's
emotion.
why her inner self has the wings.
But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
And this virtually comes in and kills it.
I should be thanking you.
Nope. Cutscene.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
Oh, now you can see the wing clearly.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
I'm still surprised that he never tried to attack the heavenly principles. Because, I mean, obviously he doesn't... I don't even know if the sinners know what happened to Conria, aside from Rhine-Daughter. And Federalnir probably knows. But I don't even know if Sertologi was still there, if he left immediately. But I don't think he has any love for Conria, based on what they did to him. So it wouldn't be out of revenge, but still, I feel like he would have gone after that. Well, maybe because they were sleeping. They wouldn't have slept after that. But, like, the Heavenly Principle's whole thing is rules and order, so I would assume he would go after them.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces.
Okay.
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
I love how Sir Logi is always shown with the greatsword, despite the fact that based on the cat move, there's a cat in my face. Despite, oh god, model does not like the cat. Despite the fact that, according to the weapon skins from Stygian, he wielded the bow. I forget the name of it, and still can't pronounce his name. He wrapped it. How do you pronounce his name? How do you pronounce his name? That's not how you spell his name. I spelled his name so wrong I can't find it. Sinners. Hieropatir. Okay, I think that's how I pronounce his name. Hieropatir is the one that has the claymore for some reason.
I don't know what Master has planned.
I feel like that would be switched.
But I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
We're already involved in so many people's fights.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place.
What if I pulled for Skirk here? No, I need to finish the quest. If you could glitch back here, I don't think here you can glitch back to. Wow, they really give you the option to just stay here as long as you want. How far can I? How many pulls do I have? I have 30. I have 34. I'll wait till after. I wish we could glitch back there, but that's definitely on a different map.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Oh, we still have to fight him.
This time,
I thought we were almost
I'm
done.
not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Again. like how we know a lot more about the treasure hoarders and their origins. From Nodcry.
OMG, hi, it's been so long.
Hi, Fiorina!
How
I know
have
I
you
have not
been?
streamed for good. I have not streamed for 2 months. I'm doing Skirk Story Quest. I think I'm almost done with it, and then I'm gonna pull for her. I have, I think, 30 pulls, so I'm probably not gonna get her. But this is an incredibly long pulling ritual, essentially.
Oh, I believe.
We'll see. I have a plan for after I finish her story quest of an additional pull. Oh god, it's Sertology!
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows
Okay, it's just someone who looks like Sertology.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents
Again, I love how they give him a claymore.
We know the
Sadly, I can't get Skirk cause I'm saving for Llama and Linnea.
So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Yeah, I was debating, because I used all my pulls on Varka, that's why I have nothing. So I'm not expecting, I would like to get Skirk, just because I like her playstyle and I love Cat Protano, I love her voice acting. And so I'm like, I'll try, but I'm mostly just trying to get the 4 stars that I don't have on her banner. If I don't get her, it's not the end of the world. Like, I really, really wanted Varka, because I love everything about his playstyle, I love him so much. If I don't get Skirk, it's not the end of the world. But I was debating pulling for Leanna, but I don't really use Geo DPS that much. The only Geo DPS I have is Ningguang. So I'm like, I wouldn't really use her, even though she's, based on everything I've seen, you know, leaks, cough cough leaks, she looks like she's really easy to build. She doesn't require that, like, you don't have to pull her weapon, you don't have to go insane with her to build her to have her be useful. But I just don't know how much I'll use her. Plus, I'm also holding out hope that at some point Rare becomes playable.
I finally got C6 Columbina and Inefa for her.
Oh, dang.
Now I just need Llama.
Dang, yeah, if you went C6, then you're far more hardcore than me. I am absolutely free to play. If Rare becomes playable, I will probably buy to get Rare, because I love him. But until that moment, I will be free to play. Rare or Capitano or Senora. Until that moment, I'll be free to play. Maybe I'll buy Welkin. But so far it's been nothing.
I'm F2P2.
Oh my god, how long did you save up to get C6? Wait, you have C6 Columbina and C6 Inefa? How long were you saving up? You had to have gotten lucky. You had to have gotten, like, really... That's amazing. How many times did you lose a 50-50 trying to C6 them? That's insane.
No, I only got
okay, I was about to say, if you
Columbinette.
C6 both of them. Still, C6 Columbina, I'm attempting to C6.
I had 800 pulls.
Wow, you've been saving up for a long time. I think the most I had saved up was when I pulled for Zhongli. I forget how many I had saved up for him. I had a couple hundred,
saved up for a year and 8 months.
Dang. Yeah, I was trying to C6 Zhongli and I got 1 constellation for him, so he's at C3 now. C6ing someone, that is commitment. That is intense commitment. Okay, the important question is, do you have Fiorina at C6?
I don't even have her yet.
No, you don't have Fiorina. Oh no. Oh, because her rerun came out when you were saving for Columbina. Oh no. I don't know when Fiorina's gonna get another rerun soon. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The text-to-speech said that really weirdly. I'm sorry about your no Furina. I also really want to get Furina, but I was saving for other characters when she was on Banner.
So worth it though.
The closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets.
I do love Columbina. Columbina's really fun to
Never
play.
let disappear this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Now we get to play with Hydro Traveler, the best traveler. Game, you want to load? Ah. Nope, switch to Skirk, please.
I'm a proud C6R2 triple crowned Columbina main.
Dang.
Water jet.
Mine to wield.
I don't have... The only weapons I have are... How are you supposed to do this? This is... Okay, you know what? Hydro Traveler, you suck. You take the damage from this. Ugh. The only weapons I have are... Ow. Eulogy for the end, because that was Tartaglia's quote-unquote signature weapon back in the early days. Before Polar Star came out. Oh god. I have Flynn's weapon. I have Flynn's at C... What do I have Flynn's at? I forget if I have Flynn's at C2 or C3. Or no, C1 or C2. I have Flynn's weapon. And then I have Staff of Homa for Zhongli, because Vortex Vanquisher sucks for Zhongli. There we go. There was no music there. Why was there no music? I have a couple... Oh, cutscene. Why is Traveler still unvoiced in a lot of these cutscenes?
Haven't had enough of my power.
Why is it harder for them to add voices back into the cutscenes than it is for the regular? Because this has been out for a while.
I think I might get Linnea's signature cause I don't have any good bows for her.
Based off the leaks I've seen, like any bow works for her.
Let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Like, I saw someone say stringless is a valid bow for her. Like, I think her signature gets her a little bit of a buff. But I don't know that much. Not compared to, like, Varka's sword, which I'm sad I didn't get Varka's sword. Explosion. Who was this also? We don't know who this was. Like, did they have a name, or were they just some guy? Some guy who really likes Sertology. Were they from Conria? Oh. Oh, it is a person. Who are you, buddy? Wow, you are messed up by the abyss.
Have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit.
I forgot.
So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So, you must be...
Who's your voice actor?
Sertology's
Show me your name so I can look up your voice actor.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in.
Who?
I should introduce myself. I am Skafnungar. a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Who voices you? Your voice sounds super familiar. It is Blythe! Okay, it sounded familiar! It
This
is Blythe!
the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds
That's funny
of
that he
years
was in
ago,
Skirk
I knew
Story
you
Quest.
existed, and I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Well, yeah,
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Yes, please.
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my
Conroe's a messed up
misfortune.
place.
Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility.
Okay, so does that say something about how smart Sertologi actually is? Or how little they actually cared about, like, how little Conryo actually cared about curing this illness? It speaks of one of those things. It's probably meant to highlight Sertologi. But, listen, Conryo is not a good place.
But
the people who lived there were fine, but just the management.
I fell behind.
Political power.
My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar.
What do these stars mean?
After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out.
So that was after he took the Abyss power, I'm guessing.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving.
So I'm leaving.
But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Huh?
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
So is he the one who broke the immortality? No, it would have been Vedifilnir probably to break the mortality on shoot, what was his name? The one Conrian, Clotar, I think his name was? Kari Bear's dad. I think it was Clotar. So I'm guessing Vedifilnir is the one who broke that immortality curse.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul,
so
might not be able to withstand this curse.
I keep pausing, sorry, because I keep talking. Sertologi doesn't seem like his personality changed all that much when he took the Abyss power. Like, Rerir had, you know, his personality entirely changed, but that was also partially because of his grief over Thelindis. So I wonder if the sinners that were more prepared, I guess, to take the Abyss power didn't get, like, mentally as changed by it. Because I think Rhine-Daughter is still more or less, based on what we know, she still acts more or less the same. Vedifilnir is weird because he was talking to his past self, so he was already influenced by that. They would know nothing about Hiraptir. I looked up his name and I still can't pronounce it.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I relate everything to Rerir if I can. I like Rerir too much.
All I can do is try.
Sertologi is very interesting personality-wise.
Once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple?
Wait.
Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
How long after... Huh? Wait, the timeline is confusing me now. After his grand endeavor...
Is his arm not tired form holding that big sword over his shoulder?
It's the aura farming. The aura farming makes it worth it. So, okay, so this is after he took the Abyss power. But he already has trained Skirk at this point? Or is this just a weird timeline thing?
To find a disciple out there in the universe.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Bring her to Tibet.
Genshin and their timelines.
It's okay. It's Vedifilnir. Vedifilnir makes everything.
Prophecies are never wrong.
Vedifilnir makes everything weird timeline-wise.
Well.
So he still has to find Skirk. Gotcha. He just knows he will because of Vedifilnir.
All Vedifilnir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Ugh.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
He can't die.
Because, of course,
oh my God, ew.
bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power.
I like how Blythe has now played two Conrians cursed with immortality who took abyssal power for their own needs.
Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home.
Was part of his friend group then.
I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Well...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain.
How does the curse of immortality work if, like, you get your head cut off?
I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now,
good question.
I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces.
Like, would
the impurities will
be able
dissipate,
to reattach the head
and
to the
under
body?
the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like
Those
last
10
time.
Primo Gems. They're gonna make the difference. What? It keeps giving me the option to stay.
We did it! It's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
This is my favorite part.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really
I
have
hope we get to
become
hear her play the
stronger.
guitar again. I like the
Today
guitar.
sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared,
I love her little
Paimon
wing.
definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not.
Kind of partway
Time
there already with
marches
Not
ever
Cry.
forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Oh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better.
I love Paimon so much.
If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you,
I love when
anything is
Paimon
possible.
isn't being a menace.
I should be going. Now that my power
She's
is no
definitely
longer
childish.
isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
I definitely see her as the Traveler's, like, younger sibling. like an adopted younger sibling, I definitely see that. They are family.
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street.
This girl has no filter.
No, she does not.
On a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
I do like how, like, an overall theme in Genshin and, like, multiple different quests.
saw a theory about who she might be and it made me love her even more.
I've seen a bunch of different theories about Paimon. I know, like, because I'm an OG, not OG, I've been playing since 1.3. I know a theory back then was that she was either Asmodeus, or a fragment of Asmodeus, or something related to Asmodeus, or the Heavenly Principles. A more recent one is that she's the ship's AI computer. And I've seen a bunch of other ones, but I love her regardless.
Yes.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object.
That theory.
Goodbye.
I could see that one. I know there's a theory of the Heavenly Principles being the ship's computer. I don't see that theory, but I could see Paimon being the ship's computer, because her whole thing is to guide us and help us. I could see that. And I could also see, I could see it that, and then, like, her having a crisis of, like, oh, what am I? And we're just like, you're Paimon. You're our friend. It doesn't matter what your origins are.
Just Paimon. Or is she being nicer than before?
That's so sweet, I love
we definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
Because also, even if she is the ship's computer, she has grown to, like, even if the ship's computer had its own personality or whatever, Paimon has grown to have her own character, her own personality, like, beyond just the traveler. Especially, I'm so sad you only see it in Alhaitham's birthday letters, but the fact that he enrolled her in the academia, and, like, she is officially a scholar of the academia taking classes in Sumeru. Like, you only see that in Alhaitham's birthday letters, but that's such a fun detail of just, like, something focusing just on Paimon. I really hope that gets mentioned.
And she's actually grown physically.
She is a bit larger, yeah. But, like, also, like, character-wise, she's also developed, because she started off very, she's still childlike and innocent. But, like, she's grown slightly more mature and aware of the world.
I need more Paimon lore.
We need Paimon lore. We need Paimon lore. Like, I know there's leaks about, I don't know if it's 6.6 or 6.5, about going to Asmodeus's realm, and, like, now, further on, Paimon probably doesn't have any ties to Asmodeus, but it'd be interesting if they still address something there, or even just tease the fact that was such a popular theory. But the thing is, she also...
Wasn't it 6.5?
I didn't want to say, because I didn't know if you've seen the leaks. Yes, 6.5 is, I'm pretty sure, what it's been leaked, because that's also Dornman Port, and that's the entrance to Asmodeus's realm. I'm excited for that. I'm really hoping that they upgrade the treasure compass for all of Mondstadt. I need the Nodcry treasure compasses everywhere.
I've seen all the leaks.
I need the Nodcry treasure compasses everywhere. I love the Nodcry treasure compass. The one thing about the Paimon as the ship's AI theory that throws me a little is that she clearly has so many ties to Celestia.
PLS.
She has so many ties to Celestia and the Heavenly Principles. And so that would mean they are also related to the spaceship. Unless she just adapted that form. But yeah, Listen, I focus in on the leaks solely because I want information on Revier or Capitano being playable. The 6.6 leaks, the incredibly sus 6.6 leaks about Sumeru and the second weekly boss fight, I have a deranged theory about that. About the 6.6 boss fight. That I am desperately hoping comes true.
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. we can continue our journey.
Wait, tell me, I wanna
And
know.
since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
So a while ago, back I think in 6.2, it was leaked that the second weekly boss fight was going to be Rerir. That he had the boss ID, and that it was going to be Rerir. And it went back and forth whether it was going to be the first or the second one, and the first one was obviously Dottore. And so when the recent 6.6, so I call them sus, they're called sus leaks because they're not easily verifiable, and the information is wild and weird in them, is that it's going to be another Dottore fight. But what I'm thinking, and with those leaks it says something along the lines of Dottore building a mech or a robot and using Rerir's power to power the robot, and using his fragments to power the robot. What I think is going to happen is Dottore isn't dead. We know that for certain because of the glitch at the end of the Archon quest. I think he just faked his death. What I think is he is going to reach into the moon prison and pull out Rerir, or try to make a deal with Rerir. Rerir's gonna be like, no, I'm done with your bullshit, leave me alone. Dottore's like, nope, too bad, I want your power, and yank him out of there, and use his power to power this robot. And the actual fight, the weekly boss fight, is technically going to be against Rerir, but he's being puppeted and controlled by Dottore the entire time. He's not in control. I think it would be really cool if that's a thing, is if there are physical puppet strings controlling him. And a mechanic of the boss fight is you have to break the puppet strings to deal damage instead of damaging Rerir directly. And then story-wise is you break the puppet strings to free Rerir, and then Rerir helps us fight Dottore. That's my crazy theory. Also, I would like it if the Lindis appears again, just because I'm absolutely in love with the Lindis. But that's my crazy theory about the second weekly boss fight, because the leak said it involved both of them. And so I don't think one leak was wrong. I think they're both right.
That's a cool concept.
I think it's technically going to be, physically we'll be fighting Rerir, but Dottore is the one orchestrating the boss fight. And I think Rerir is going to be not in control. That's my theory. I hope some fragment of that comes true. Cat, what are you doing? Are you sneezing? I hope something like that happens.
Have you talked to the Fatui in Mondstadt?
Yeah, after the nod cry? I think so. Oh, we do get her guitar! Oh, I have transient resin I need to use.
I have a small theory about that.
Please share. I wonder if I can do this in the rhythm games, if I can set instrument settings. Okay, no, I think that's just for... Oh no, I don't want to edit that. Cancel. Wait, I'm gonna go to Mondstadt. I think it's still the same thing. I don't think it's changed. At least since last time I saw them. Ironic that's talking about the Fatui now. Yeah. That's right, Project Stusa. That's another thing. Something that was mentioned, I can't remember where, mentions, I forget what it was. A Nordic myth. Mysteryth or something like that.
Universe and founded...
Official, please.
The incident in Nodcry? Don't tell me something.
Quiet. Wait, I have to look it up now. What is the name of that sword? That's not Haspel's sword.
I hear the voice
He's
of fate,
distracting us
speaking
so
my
he
name
can
in
burn
humble
the tree
supplication.
ist.
That, I fully believe that. Yeah, because he's still... Because we know, based on that one flash, the Fatui trailer, that the vision Kale had, that he's going to do something to Irminsul. Okay, I love you, official, but please be quiet. Yeah, he's distracting us so he can do something with the tree. That's why we're going to be in Sumeru. But that's what I can't pronounce this. Mistletoe is... They mentioned Project Mistletoe.
Yes.
And that is the sword in Icelandic lore wielded by the undead Witch King Thrain. Hey, who else is named Thrain who's also kind of undead? So, like, there is a very good chance that Capitano is coming back. I was iffy on if Capitano was coming back or not. But with Mistletoe, absolutely he's coming back in some way. Even if he's not playable, he's still gonna be important in the lore. Even if it's just us going to the Night Kingdom.
Oh, for sure.
Even if it's just us going to the Night Kingdom and seeing him again. Like, he is still important there. But also, I'm still desperately hoping for playable Rerir. Playable Rerir and Capitano. But based with the last Archon quest, with Rerir helping Columbina, like, that is such a huge thing of him possibly being playable. I want him playable so badly. Do I have to do any of these quests? Technically I have to do that one. I'm gonna ignore that for now. Alright, let me get my daily commission rewards. And get my last few Primo Gems, and then I'm gonna try and pull for Skirk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I'm sorry, Catherine. Everyone always cuts you off.
Thank you for completing... Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Alright, so there is a place, apparently, that you can try to glitch through to where you fight the Narwhal, the all-devouring Narwhal, without actually having to fight the Narwhal. And I want to try to glitch there and do a pulling ritual there for Skirk. Okay, so you go here. And then... Rewind.
Oh, I'm curious.
I already know one out of bounds place, but that's just to get to the moon's reflection. I have a waypoint there. Okay, you go to Fort Caribody's ruins, which is where I'm teleporting now. You need short character and tall character, so let me... okay, let me get Chi-Chi. They use Chi-Chi in the video, so I'm using the exact characters they have, which was Chi-Chi and Zhongli. Okay, you take Chi-Chi, and where do you run? You go down past... Okay, you go down this way. Up here. And you
Faster? Okay, faster.
glitch her under the ground. And then... God, I love how easy out-of-bounds glitches are in Genshin sometimes. I love how easy they are sometimes. Fantastic. Alright, so, I think if I just dive straight down here, is that what it is? Okay, it's slightly at an angle. Load. Please load video. I need to know where to dive down. Load. Open an app. There we go. Alright. Okay, so it's essentially going to be right below here. Right between that gap is where I'll need to swim towards. First,
Where
though...
I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death.
Be quiet.
Literally.
Alright. Can I play Skirk's song on... Oh god, what album is Skirk's theme song from? Not this one. Is Skirk's theme playable? Or is it on a Fontaine one? I guess if nothing else, I can do the boss fight. But I could have sworn it was playable. There it is, okay. Alright, I'm gonna fail at this probably very badly. Can I specify what instrument I'm using? Instrument based on score. So hopefully, I feel like it should auto-select her guitar. If not, I can do it manually.
OML, it's so hard to do it on PC.
I'm not gonna try Legendary. Yes, okay, good. Alright, let's see how badly this goes. Oh, this is easy so far, which makes me worried.
Shine steadfast, a beacon true to come over until the end of tunnel. This melody will embrace you. I'm waiting here, waiting for you.
Is that it? Is it the 94% is actually really good. Alright, that's part of my polling ritual. Alright. Now, final part of the polling ritual is...
You did so good.
I probably could have tried to do it on Legendary. Alright, now we swim this way. Alright, and then once we get here, we just go straight down, I think? Oh, that's not the right button. This looks like where they are. Just swimming straight down until I eventually get out of the water bubble. Oh, yep, lighting changed. Something happened. Okay. So part of my pulling ritual, whenever I pull for any character, regardless of which character, it's always to throw a child off of a cliff. So, this is a very integral part to the pulling ritual, which is to pull when child is on the verge of death. And I feel like it fits really well for Skirk.
DBHVSKJS.
Alright. I have, I think, 34 pulls. Also, I just want to show you my history so you know what we're working with here, Fiorina. What we're working with is literally nothing. My last pull was Varka. The end of my final 10 pull was Varka. So I have literally 0 pity on a 50-50.
Skirk.
Manifesting Skirk. Please. I did what is essentially a 3.5 hour long pulling ritual for her. Or if I don't get her...
Okay, no, I believe.
If I don't get her, I would at least like to get Dahlia or Candace because I already have Charlotte. Give me 4 stars I don't have on my 10 pulls. If I lose my 50-50, let it be Mizuki, because she's the only standard banner character I don't have. So if I lose my 50-50, let it be Mizuki. Please. The thing is, I know I'm not gonna get to any pity, so I'm gonna have to be very early.
Skirk.
I'm clicking through all these because I want to see the 4 stars. Okay, not off to a good start. I am gonna be getting Masterless. Nope. I am very unlucky with my early pities. I almost always get to like 70 before I get a 5-star. I think the only time I've gotten characters early was on Standard Banner. Charlotte, I love you, but you're not the one I need.
Come home, Skirk K.
Please, Skirk. Pray to Cat Protano. Alright, we go again.
The kids miss you.
Please. Child, you need to save Child. He's on the verge of death. You need to save your disciple. Okay,
Greetings.
Dahlia.
I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of Barbados. As you can probably tell, I'm going out of my mind with boredom right now. So, what's going on in your life? Any issues you're facing? I'm here to listen. And probably to laugh a little. but also to help.
Okay, I got Dahlia at least. Kaveh! You're not on Raid Up! I also already have- Oh, that was very loud, I'm sorry. I also already have you. Sure, I'll take a free Kaveh. That's fine, that gives me more dust. Alright, so... Ow. Just the... Ow.
The Kaveh incident.
Oh god. Don't remind me of the Kaveh incident. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough. Do I go out and scavenge for 400 more Primo Gems so I can do a full 10 pull? Or do I just single pull? Because then I kind of wanted to, I would have to do the pulling ritual again. Alright, let me do 2 single pulls. Let me just use my intertwines.
The question is, where will you get those primos from?
Exploration. I got a lot of exploration I gotta do. I'm gonna go till I get at least a 4-star. I'm gonna use my primos till I get a 4-star, and then I'll stop. Oh my god, please just give me the 4-star. Am I not even gonna get the 4-star? Okay, there's the 4-star at least. Please be Candace!
Welcome,
Yay!
traveler from
I got the
afar.
4 stars I wanted at least.
Nights in the desert are cruel. You should rest here tonight. Sleep soundly, and know that I am watching over you.
Alright, I got the 4 stars I want at the very least.
Yippee.
So, I'll probably pull on her banner a little bit at the very end of her banner just to try and get her. But mostly I wanted the 4 stars. I'm glad I got that. Also, I could, if I really wanted to, use my 73 blues. But I'm saving these for whenever this whenever Lohan gets put onto Standard Banner. Because I don't think he'll be on Standard Banner when he first comes out. But I think Lohan's the one that's getting put onto Standard Banner.
My god.
Listen, because it got leaked in early, version, I think 6.0 or 6.1, that we're getting a new Standard character. So I'm like, well, clearly I want to save my Standard pulls for when the new Standard 5-star comes out. Because why would I waste them now? I want to save it for the Standard. Alright, now we go back to Child dying.
I had only just... yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm in this pretty place now, I guess. I really wish you could put down more than one, waypoint. Alright, let me just go through quickly my...
I created another universe.
And Kave, where are you? What do you even do? Ah, I don't use Kave, I probably should. I guess I can level you guys up and you're going to get me a lot more blues, but I'm not going to be using that right now. Oh, actually, important thing. Go to literally any other weapon, so I can fodder your weapons. Alright, I'll build them later, probably. I don't know how useful they are in any of my teams. We just have dead Tartaglia. Alright, let me go heal him. But yeah, I have a lot of exploration to do, so that's how I've mostly been grinding Primo Gems. I have Enconomia at 100. I just recently got the Chasm to 100, and I'm working on the Sea of Bygone Eras, and then I'm going to be doing Ancient Sacred Mountain next. I want to get all the mini zones, or the sub-areas done first. Mondstadt is, I think...
I only have Nod Cray at 100.
Yeah, Nod Cray, with the way the compass works. Yeah, listen, I 100%ed this before the interactive map was a thing. Before the official interactive map was a thing. There were fan-made ones that people used. That's how I 100%ed this, and then just scouring it with the compass. And with Dragonspine, the compass doesn't work on Dragonspine, so that's the only reason it's at 98. And then Liyue, I have not bad, and then I have the 3 main islands of Inazuma done. And I need to go back there. But then with the others, with Chenyun Vale, Sumeru isn't bad, mostly because I've been going... Sumeru is actually a lot better than I thought it was. Mostly I've been going through on the interactive map and doing all the, we don't look at the desert. We don't look at the desert. This I have done almost all the way done. That is probably my next one after I do the 2 sub-areas. But I still need to do a lot of world quests, is the thing. Yeah, 50's not bad. I think Easy Breeze I have mostly done. And then, yeah, I have Nod Cry at 100 because the compass is so nice. I love the compass. But yeah, I still have a bunch of world quests I have to do also. Like, look at all these world quests.
Having some parts of the desert that high is impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I doing to get, like... Oh, because specifically this region up here, because it has its own offering area here. I did all this area's quests, and because it's a smaller area, I was able to do use the map a little bit easier for that. Actually, with everything I just did, do I have enough to... I can give to the pool. I can't remember, or the fountain. I don't know if that's gonna give me... Oh, nope, not the pen. I don't know if that's gonna give me an intertwined fate, or a blue or a purple pull. If I'm at that tier list. I don't think I am. Oh, Tartaglia is still dead. Let's see, what are you gonna give me? Oh. Alright, no pulls. I'll take the sword billet, but... Oh yeah, I'm a ways away from any pulls, or even a Shrine of Death key. Ugh. How close am I on the statues? Probably a little bit of ways away. Oh god, I already see chests I have to do. Listen, I'm not on this exploring this area yet. Oh yeah, I'm a ways away. Let's see. Yeah. I don't even get a full pull. Alright, I guess I'll probably end the stream there. There's not really much else I can think of to do for the stream. Oh, I can show you my other out of bounds place, if you're still there, Farina. Oh, actually, that said 20 hours. I need to refresh the waypoint.
I'm
I'll do it
here.
later. Once this loads. Yeah, this is where I keep my my waypoint. This is the moon's reflection. And because of where you are underneath in the world, in the ocean, the music here is really nice. But yeah, you can just go here. It's great. This is my favorite out of bounds area. Specifically, obviously, because I'm obsessed with Reverie Lindis. But I wish you could...
OMG, that's so cool.
I love it. It's so nice. It's really easy to get to, also. Like, once people... I don't know if they actually patch out of bounds areas. You need specifically amber. You don't need to use amber, you just need her on your team for the gliding consumption. You go down here. Stamina to regen. I love Notcry's music. Yeah, it's literally, you just go between these pillars here, like up against the side, and you just crawl. Here it is. Crawl up out of bounds. Like, it's that simple. And then you have to get out here. I think if you don't use Chaska like I always do, you have to climb out this way. Yeah, I have to climb out up here.
How do people find these places?
They're very bored. Yeah, and then you can see it down there. It disappears once you start gliding. But you need Amber's stamina, or her glider stamina lesson thing. Oh, I'm not even at full stamina, so I won't get there. But yeah, if you have her with full stamina, you glide over there. Yeah, people, listen, these are what people who already have everything 100% done do with their spare time, is just find every crack and crevice they can and try to find out-of-bounds stuff. Yeah, it looks really cool at night. I like it at night.
Resinless behavior FR.
Truly resinless behavior. I love how high it has to go up to, like, register the time. Truly resinless behavior. I love how much it has to the clock has to travel. Yeah, it's really pretty at night. But yeah, you can see, you know, all the floating chunks and stuff. It's weird looking up underneath.
That made me giggle.
You can even see Pyramida over there a little bit. Yeah, and also over there, that's where the Colors Out of World quest takes you. The quest over here that lights up Nothing Passage, it just takes you directly below there, which I think is cool. Oh, it rains! I love it when it rains and you're down here. It looks so cool. Because you still get the nod cry effect of, like, the rain going back up.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
It's so cool. Listen, if /Win Rerir becomes playable, I'm absolutely taking him here. This is absolutely where I'm pulling for Rerir, if /Win he becomes playable. I think that's... I can't think of anything else to do for this stream. I'm probably just gonna... well, eat lunch, actually, because it's 3 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet. And probably just grind more Primo Gems, maybe try to pull for Skirk. So what is... oh, my pity hasn't updated. So what was that? That was 30... 34... so that was 36 pulls. So I might be able to farm enough to get to... I can probably get to soft pity in... well, because the shop will reset soon, right? Shop will reset in 11 days, and how long do I have left on her banner? 18 days. So I'll get 5 more when the shop resets. Oh, actually, how am I on oh, I haven't checked my mail. 20. And achievements? I don't think I have that many in achievements.
There's a chance.
Listen, each time, there's always a chance. So let's see, what's that? What am I up to now?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to grind out another 10 pull. Because I think I still have to do some, furnishing sets. Oh, yeah, because I have Dahlia and Candace now, I can do a few more of the furnishing sets. So I'll probably be able to get another 10 pull at least. And who knows, listen, each time you pull, there's a chance. There's a chance! But I won't be doing it on stream, probably.
It's all part of the learning process.
Thank you, Tagnari. Amber. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see if I can actually raid somebody. It's rare that I actually have people in chat when I end stream. Let's see here. Who is streaming?
It was so nice being on your stream again.
Thank you for stopping by. I really need to work more on
Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. I need to work more on having consistent streams. Like, the only issue is that my work schedule is very inconsistent. Let me see. You're not streaming.
Enjoy your lunch and have a nice day 33.
Thank you. I'm seeing if anyone I follow is streaming. Nope, that's the wrong person. Why would you...
Ловит реки.
No one is streaming. Alright, well, let's just see who's streaming Genshin Impact. Here you go. This person is streaming Genshin Impact. There's a lot of German people streaming right now. Alright, this person's doing the Archon quest. I'm just gonna raid them. Oh, I'm not logged in on... Alright, I guess I won't be raiding anybody because it's not letting me log in. Anyway, have a good day, Fiorina. Hopefully I'll stream again. If I do, I'll see you then. But until then, bye!